Hi guys, can you see me? Can you hear me? Two questions there. Let me know when and if you can hear me and see me. And we'll make sure that that's happening before we do anything else. Oh. Maybe that'll help. Were you able to get here straight from Simpson Math YouTube, or did you have to go to the link? Okay. So, hey, there's Adam. Yay. Okay, great. We'll let a few other people get here, but once we get here, then I'm going to show you all how to use Discord and what Discord's all about. And then also I'll explain the tasks and kind of our jobs, what we're going to be doing. And then we'll take a 5-minute break, and I'll come back on and do parent functions for college algebra. So that'll kind of be the plan for tonight. So, but we'll give it, okay. So we'll give it just a little bit and see if anybody else shows up, and if not, then we'll get started shortly. But we'll give them, yay, Cheyenne. We'll give them just a few minutes just to see if anybody comes, and then I can teach them how. And then if nothing else, I can post this and people can view it later. So that's the great thing about this. I can live stream. I'm going to live stream every day, statistics at 9:30 every morning, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 o'clock, just like class time, I'm going to live stream college algebra. So we can interact here. You can type into the comments, and we can kind of chat back and forth. There is a little bit of delay. It just kind of depends on your computer and your setup on how much a delay. So some people, it may be up to 30-second delay between me talking and you commenting. And then other people, it may be 5 seconds. So there is kind of, depends on the computer and your internet delay between us. So, but this is just a nice way for us to be able to have class without having class. So let me first show you about Discord. So hopefully you got an invite to Discord and from the D2L page. So on D2L, you had an invite, and you clicked on that invite. Here's that. Somewhere. Oh, I don't know. Where was that invite? Week 1 tasks. I guess it was way down at the bottom. Discord items. In college algebra. In stats, it was nice and up front. But in college algebra, obviously had to scroll down to here to get the invite. So if you haven't gotten the invite, there it is in D2L. Click on it, and it'll take you to the launcher, and then you can get yourself launched into Discord. So let me go back into that and move that out of the way again. So then once you're in, your first job is to introduce yourself. So the welcome tells you that we want you to introduce yourself with your first and last initial, which Simpson is your professor, the course you're taking, and when that course is. And then once you've gotten yourself introduced, we can put you in your class so that you can see your class. Now yours is going to be a lot less complicated than mine. I've got every class there is. Yours is just going to show welcome, the introductions of everybody on there, the Math Lab chat, and then the Math Lab voice. Now these guys, everybody gets to see. So all of our students, Rimpsons, Jimpsons, um, Pimpsons, and then the Leech, they all their students see the Introductions Math Lab chat and the Math Lab voice. So if you want to talk and do statistics with somebody in Leech's class, if you know somebody that's taken his class and you want to talk to them about statistics, you can go into Math Lab voice with those people and you can chat with them. Or maybe you know somebody in Rimpson's stats class and you want them to help you. Well, you can go into Math Lab voice and see all of the students from all of our classes. Also, we instructors like to hang out here a lot. So we may hang out in this voice chat, and it may be a great place to find us. Okay, but once you get yourself in and introduced, we will set your role so that then you can see your class. So most of you guys are in College Algebra. So under College Algebra, then you'll have the content portion. And if you're in statistics, yours looks similar, only it says statistics. And so each week I'll post the tasks that you're to do in Discord. I mean, it's also in D2L, so you can find it on D2L, but it's also here on Discord. So it has all the different tasks, and then I'm also posting the videos as I make them. So that's all in the content. Then in the discussion, this discussion is more for like just our class asking questions. So you could, I'm having trouble with number 3, and just like I text with you back and forth, we can discuss it here in the discussion board. And let's say that something does happen and I'm not, okay, great, Cheyenne, that's good to know. We can get you fixed up in there. Let me make sure that you get in there. I saw you chat right here. Roles. You are set to College Algebra. So see if you can find that Pimpson College Algebra or Pimpson discussion on there to see those 2 tabs. And so that gives it a specific class that we can go on and chat just in there about our class. And so let's say I'm away from the computer and I'm not able to help you, or it so happens that none of the professors are in here to help you. You could leave a message and another student might come in and help you with the problem even before we make it back. But so far, almost every single time, there's somebody in, because Jimson and Leach like to stay up like super late. Rimpson likes to be up super early, and then I'm like normal and am up during normal hours. So there's usually one of us on here. Plus we have A. Simpson, who's on randomly throughout the day as well, that is also an instructor and can help. So there are 5 of us now that you can get help from instead of just me. So you went from having 1 instructor to now having 5 instructors. So hopefully that'll be helpful to you. So just be aware, the Math Lab chat and Math Lab voice are for all students, and then our class is just the content and the discussion. Then we also have our own little voice channel. So if you want to just talk to me and you don't want to talk with all those other students in there, I can pull you, or we can go into the Pimpson's voice channel, and all my students are in the Pimpson's voice channel. So that's what all the different channels are that are over here on the left. If for some reason you're having trouble, you get into MATLAB Voice and you can't hear us or you can't talk, down here at the bottom, there's a user setting here. And that user setting, I'm going to go into it. Once I go into the user setting, That's not good. Hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. My headphones sometimes will cut off. Okay. So anyway, if I go down there to the voice and video, let's see if when I do this, if we see if I messed it up some. Voice and video, gaming, speakers, psh. And then those are the different outputs there. So you just have to make sure you've selected the right one. And then make sure you're on voice activity. And unless you want to be on push to talk. So this is where you control all that stuff. Okay, can you hear me? Can you still hear me, or are you still barely hearing me? Can you hear me all right? Let's see if I messed up my headphones when I went in there. All right, so then there's some other cool little features about it. So that's what all this stuff is. When I get ready to, like, right now I jumped into MATLAB Voice on accident. If I wanted to pull out of that, what I do is just hit right here and say disconnect. Boom. That's what happened, is I went into the MATLAB on accident. So that little thing that was down there, let me do it one more time so you can see it. When I jump in to a voice, like I jump into this voice, right down here, I'm going to disconnect. And then I jump out of that voice channel. Then let's say that I'm wandering around the house, or there's a baby in the background that's making noise. Here it can mute the mic. So like right now, Simpson, and Adam are all muted. Sorry about that. They're all muted. So you can mute yourself, or if you for some reason want to deafen yourself and yet stay in the MATLAB voice, you can mute and deafen yourself with that. So that's kind of how all this works. If for some reason you wanted to DM me, up here you can go and send a direct message to me. All right, what else do you need to know? So some fun stuff. Rimson, when he talks to me, sometimes he's really loud. So I like to be able to go in and control the settings of the people. So what you can do is you can right click on them. And when I right click on them, I can adjust the volume. So, I can make him, instead of being really loud, I can make him really quiet. Because he's already loud, he doesn't need my help to be any louder. So if somebody's really quiet, you can check their volume or you can lower it. And the way I did that was I just right-clicked on it in order to do that. What else? Then some kind of fun stuff. You can, within each one of these, you can do emotes. So like right here, Amanda thumbed up what Cheyenne said. She gave her a thumbs up. And the way you do that is over here. So I've kind of highlighted, I've just kind of scrolled over Cheyenne's message. And then I come over to the little reaction, and I can add a reaction to it. So there, Austin put me on there. So, and there's some little emotes that are for our Simpson Math channel here that you can use to emote with, or you can also use them if you're chatting. So, if you need to use a math symbol while you're asking a question, we have some different math symbols in there to help with the chatting too. So, I could chat in there and say, hey, what is, and then over here is that same emote, that symbol mean. So we can use that using this emote within the chat as well. So let's see, other cool stuff on here. This is just going to be a great way for us to communicate with one another. If you play video games, you're probably already familiar with Discord. So you can see I'm on a Discord server or two from playing different various video games. And like our family has our own, I never leave the room. My kids are in the other room. I'm like, hey, go empty the dishwasher, and I can do that all from the comfort of my own computer without ever leaving my room. So Discord's a great little communication device. And that's how I want to use it. It's just like that. I want to use it as a communication device with you so that now you have 5 professors helping you instead of just the one. That's kind of the idea and the plan. So, what else? I guess that's everything with Discord. So now let me talk to you about the tasks. Let me grab up our D2L. So for those of you who are in statistics and you're watching, the same ideas are going to work for statistics, although yours, of course, your tasks will be a little different, but you can kind of go through with us to understand the task. So the way we're going to do this is from now on, we're just basing it on the points. Of course, it's been points all semester, but now the way you earn those points is through tasks. And there's more points out there than instead of just having 500 points, you can have, there are actually going to be more points than that available. So I know we're missing out on things like early birds and other bonus opportunities I was given in class. This way we can do that same thing where we can get extra points throughout here. And then once you earn however many points you need for the grade you want, then you're good to go. Then, you've done enough points to get your grade, you're great. Now, I know with College Algebra, right before spring break, we took our second test there for the developmental portion of the class. And so some of you, I posted those grades in that developmental class, the 03141 one. So, I've got this 03141. You should have at this point that grade for that class. But remember, you can improve that grade by doing well in this class. So some of you, maybe you made an F in that first class. Well, then you got to turn it on and grab as many points as you can in this class so that you end up passing both classes. Or maybe you made a B in that first class and you're like, but I want an A. Well, all you have to do is make an A in this class and you'll make an A in that class. So that's what you want, is to grab enough points so that you make the grade that you want, and not just this class, but then it'll help that other class as well. Adam, let me show you one other thing that can happen with the Discord. So let me go back to Discord for just a minute, because we can do visual stuff, because you can make like phone calls on Discord, but I can also go live on Discord so that if I want to, I can show my screen. Down here it says go live, and I can show my screen so that if I want to show you something on D2L, or I want to show you some work on Word or something, I can do that here, and you can join my live stream just on Discord. So it's just another way for us to be able to communicate. And it's just got so many features in order for us to be able to communicate. It's really nice. All right, so back to D2L and the tasks. Okay, so here we are with the tasks. Every week, I'll upload and put up the tasks for that week. and then your job is just to complete the task and grab as many points as you can. And so like the very first task in here is to graph your parent functions. It's just the parent functions homework. And you're like, okay, I don't know anything about the parent functions. How am I supposed to graph them? Well, if you just scroll down, just like before, we have our parent functions blurb, just like I've always had in D2L. So you just have to scroll down, and here's all about parent functions. And then I've also embedded the videos that I've made that'll help with that. In addition to that, I'm going to live stream the videos. Some of you may be able to just watch the videos and that's good enough. But the videos are more me just teaching it, whereas I feel like the live stream we can do a little bit more interaction. I did it this morning with my stats class, and they made comments on the YouTube as I was teaching, and they were able to say, hey, wait a minute, I don't understand that, or you know, what about this way? Or they were able to interact and give me some feedback, which helped me then to fix my teaching. Plus, I feel like the videos that I post have to be short, because when I'm putting them on YouTube, first of all, just uploading, and then nobody's going to sit through a 40-minute video. But when I live stream, because of that, I leave stuff off when I'm doing just the videos that you see embedded there. So when I live stream, I am literally teaching the class like I would teach the class normally. So tonight I'm going to do parent functions. And if you were to watch my live stream of the parent functions and then watch the video that I posted, you'll see a lot of different things that I'm leaving off in just the video that in the live stream I'm going to add on there. I'm going to think about and be able to specifically tell you, I want this from the live stream. So the live streams are just going to be like our lectures on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, or if you're in stats, our morning lectures. So, but I will have the video, and then I'll have notes about the lecture, and then the homework. On most of the parent functions one's a little weird, because I basically in the student notes do your homework for you, and then your job is just to memorize it. We'll talk about that when I stream the parent functions here in a little bit. But most of the time, you'll have the videos, then you'll have notes and examples and more examples and the homework, and then the assessment. So let's say you go in and you do this transformations homework, and you get all that homework done, and you've graphed all this. Your job, first of all, is to show me, I put the answers on there. Just like before, your job is to show me, how did you get that? How did you know to graph it like this? So you're going to make sure to tell me how you do it. Then once you get the answers on there, you're going to take a picture of it, or if you're on a computer, you can just PDF it, and then upload it to Dropbox. So once you have the homework done, then you go to Dropbox, and in Dropbox, you're just going to upload it to whichever assignment it is that you're supposed to upload it to. And I'll have all of them up there. If you get them up early enough and I'm able to sit down and grade, I haven't this week had time to sit down and grade yet, but if you get them up early enough and I have time to sit down and grade, and they're just completely wrong, and I'm like, that's you started off completely wrong, then I can make comments to you and say, hey, upload that again because you need to redo number 5 through 20 or whatever. But if you wait till the very last minute, if you're waiting until Saturday at 10 o'clock to upload it all, there's no way I can get back comments for you to do it. So they're all due by Saturday at midnight, and that's going to be true every week. On the homework, I will gladly check things as you go along, just like before. You can go onto Discord and show me, or you guys have been texting me all semester, so you can continue to text me pictures and whatnot, and I can check it for you before you upload it if you want. But the assessment quizzes, you're just turning those in. It's kind of like the test. So if you've done your homework, that's goal number 1, is make sure you understand the homework. Then the assessment quiz should be something that's similar to what was in the homework. Okay, so this week's tasks, your tasks are to do the parent functions homework, transformation part 1 homework. Do that first so that you understand what's going on with transformations. And then after that, you can do the part 1 assessment quiz. And I'm going to do a lecture on Thursday over transformations part 1 and part 2. And then we have the part 2 assessment quiz, and then there's an application exercise, that's a little bit above and beyond, putting it all together basically. You'll be putting it all together, everything that you've done. And remember, there's more points than are necessary. So instead of having 500 points, you guys have 600 points. So that's 100 points to play with. So if you miss some points along the way, or you end up not doing the application exercises or something, it ends up, just make sure that you grab as many points as you can. One of the reasons I built in extra points and so many extra points is because the whole reason that we're staying home right now is because of the coronavirus. So what happens if you get the coronavirus for a week and you're out of commission and unable to do anything? So I've built in some extra points so that if something happens, you can get the points, another week. So here's what you need to make sure you're doing. Get as many points as you can, especially right here in the beginning, so that if something does happen and you get sick later, you've already gotten your points and you're not worried about getting math stuff done while you're sick or having to take care of somebody in the family that's sick. So that was kind of the thought process in that. All right, so y'all have parent functions, transformations, part 1 and part 2. And then you also have an application exercise. So if you, like mine it's showing me that I need to show all news items because I can't see the application thing. It may be so much that you have to do that. You may have to go into the news thing in order to find the next part of it. So the applications one exercise is here. You may have to go into that show all news items in order to find that. Then I'm going to spend all day Sunday grading. Yes, you still do have time from Adam, that's the counting homework that you did before spring break. So I'm sure you did those 3 problems before spring break. I'm sure you did. And so now you just need to upload them. And if you didn't, then do them. And you still got till tonight to get it done. So, but stats is the same way. It's you have those same weekly tasks, and they'll be due on Saturday night. So the only one y'all have different statistics is the counting bonus that was assigned actually before spring break. So you didn't get to come to class to turn it in, so therefore I'm letting you turn it in through the Dropbox. All right, do we kind of understand our task and the Discord? Everybody feeling good about that? Maybe? September, you do not. If you just have a camera on your phone, you can take a picture on your phone and you can upload it to Dropbox on your phone. Or there's a Genius Scan app that you can get. What's that called, Amanda? It was in there that Bo said. It was like, I think it's Genius app. That'll turn it into a PDF. I think you are too, Adam. You're good to go. Anyway, you just take a picture, and you sure can. You can upload as many pictures as it takes in order for you to get it all in. So there's an unlimited number of things that you can turn in. And Genius Scan, that's what it's called, Genius Scan. And you may need that if your phone can't take pictures or something, or if it's putting it in a weird JPEG and PDFs are the best, and so that Genius Scan will turn it into a PDF or a JPEG for you. So, but I was able to look at somebody's picture that uploaded it in a weird format. Amanda helped me to be able to look at that, and I now have that capability on my phone, on my computer, where I can look at it. So unless it's in some weird, unless you're doing something like sharing it through Google Drive, if you're doing that, then I have to be able to log in. You just want to make sure that it's in a PDF or JPEG. And usually if you're just taking a picture from your phone, it uploads just fine. So we won't have any problems. Any other questions that y'all have about doing the tasks or the Discord? Anything else that's cool about Discord? I can't think of anything else in that regard. So I think I'll take a 5-minute break here, and when we come back, so I'm going to end this stream, and then I'll come back on a new stream where I'm teaching in front of the board. And I'll teach parent functions just like I would on a if we were in class on Tuesdays. And then y'all can comment in the comment if you have any questions as I'm teaching as I go along. Anything else? Let's just, for funsies, if you're in Discord, let's do this. Oh, look, y'all did such a good job. Wow, look at that. Y'all have answered questions in chat. Check that out. Y'all are amazing. So if you're on the YouTube, if you're watching and you're in Discord here, why don't you go into your class and comment and say, hey, I'm watching. And that way I can give bonus points to everybody that's on here. See, that's how that works. Yeah, that is algebra. Adam. Totally algebra. Fun stuff. Austin's watching. Yay! September's obviously watching. Cheyenne's obviously watching. I have 3. Yay! 3 students plus Adam makes 4. 4 students. Yay! Oh, look, Fernando's. Oh, 5, 6. Oh, wow. Half the class. I'm so amazed. This is great. Look at that. Best night ever. That is fantastic. That's exactly what I needed. Okay, I'm going to end this. Bonus points, bonus points, bonus points. So there are all kinds of bonus points built into this with the tasks. You can definitely go back and earn those bonus points through this. Just finish all the tasks and you'll end up with that A for sure. All right, I'm going to end this stream and then I'll come back in about 5 minutes with the parent functions. All right. Hey, Math Made Simple by Simpson Math.